This is Dimitri Lascaris reporting from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are today at the second annual Puerto Rican Grid Conference, a conference which explores industrial solutions to the energy problems confronting the island. And I'm here today with Juan Rosario, the director of an organization called Amanecer 2025. Thank you very much for joining us on The Real News today.
Thank you for interviewing me.
So, Juan, could you tell us about your organization? When was it founded, why, and what does it seek to achieve?
Well, I used to work with an environmental organization for many, many years. After that organization closed, we kept on doing voluntary work. We have been for more than 2 decades talking about climate change and about the things to come. And we were, for years, advising our politicians that we should do something about that. It's going to come and it's going to be harsh because they wouldn't do anything. We created an organization 9 months before the Hurricane Maria. We have been telling them it's going to come, and it's going to be very harsh on us. It's going to be very hard. And it was very hard. It was the biggest disaster ever on our country.
And you sat on the board, I understand, of the energy utility here in Puerto Rico, PREPA, for a number of years. Can you tell us in what capacity you were a board member and what were you advocating for in your capacity as a board member during that time?
I was the first consumer representative at the board ever to be proposed and voted by the clients of our utility. So I started working there in 2012, and for 3 years I was the representative of the people at that board.
Mm-hmm. And you talked to me a little bit before the interview began about the use of gas and the position that you took in terms of the island's development of gas as an energy source. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, we were burning at that time around 20 million barrels of oil in our facilities to produce our electricity, and most of that fuel was bunker seeds, very dirty fuel, and the other one that we wanted to get rid of, and we are still using it, it's coal. So we thought that we were advocating for renewable, for 100% renewable. We knew that wouldn't happen in a decade or probably 2 or 3 decades. So we thought it would be a good idea to use liquefied natural gas as a transition fuel in order to get rid of bunker C and coal. I still think that may have some sense, but that was 3-4 years ago. Now we are closer to the time in which we are going to have storage in the renewable systems at a price that will be competitive with a fuel. So right now I'm not so sure that that's a good idea. What I'm sure is that no matter for how short the period is, we should never ever burn fracking gas. That's another story. That's another different story.
And do you feel that since Hurricane Maria, I mean, obviously there was devastating damage done to the island's power generation systems, and it took a long time for the electricity to become widely available again for the people of Puerto Rico. Do you feel that there's been significant progress made in diminishing the reliance of the island on fossil fuels for power generation? And do you think that the whole project of increasing the availability of renewable energy has made any real headway since Hurricane Maria?
I think we are advancing. I think we are making some progress. I don't think that it's fast enough. We are talking about being 100% renewable by 2050. I think climate change won't give us that amount of time. Climate change will push us towards renewable quicker than that. But anyway, some progress is being done. We ourselves in our organization are working with communities in the deployment of small systems in the realm of 1 to case that will be able to run, and we already have deployed some of them, can make a house resilient in the sense that it can run the critical loads, that the refrigerator, the TV, the lights, and some medical devices on their own. And so right now, it is becoming competitive with grid power.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much, Juan, for speaking to The Real News today.
Yeah, thank you.
And this is Dimitri Lascaris reporting for The Real News from San Juan, Puerto Rico.